Hi, Brett here, and welcome to Learning for Life Clawhammer Banjo lessons. This is the first lesson, and I'm going to go through this process very slowly to start with. So for some of you who already play, this may be below where you are normally playing, and I get that because I need to start with the basic movement. It's very difficult to show this movement unless it's one-on-one. And here's what I'm offering everybody when you're doing these lessons, and these lessons are free of charge. But after you play it, after you get this movement down, if you want a double check to make sure that you're doing it correctly, you can leave a comment below. I will gladly get in touch with you. We can Skype for a few minutes, and I can just make sure that you're off on the right foot, because it's very difficult if somebody is not watching you to do things that you're not supposed to be doing. And I'll explain that as we get through the video. So I am offering everybody who watches this video and learns from it on this very first lesson, I will gladly help you via Skype or Facebook and at least go over just to make sure that what you're doing is correct. So let's get started. First of all, I want you to hold your hand like this, not like this. Like this. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm angling this so that you can see, I believe, fairly well. With this part of your hand, I just want you to knock on the head, just like this. And every time that you knock, your thumb is landing on that fifth string or above that fifth string, but it is making contact. And all you want to do is knock. Just like that. Okay. Notice it's not my whole arm. My arm's not going in and out. It's pretty much just my wrist right now. There's a lot of control. Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to use the back of this nail or the back of this nail. It does not matter which finger you use. And when you come in, you're going to move those fingers in until you can catch this bottom string. Just like that. And every time you do this, your thumb is catching that fifth string. Practice this until you can do this. Some people pick it up right away. Some people struggle a little bit. That's fine. You just want to make sure that every time you knock, you're hitting that bottom string with either one of these fingers, whatever feels more natural, and your thumb has to cock or catch that fifth string. So once you've mastered that, what I want you to do is I want you to do the same thing. You're going to bring your fingers in a little more, and you're going to catch the second string. Now, this is usually very hard for most people. Notice my movement is still knocking. I may be coming down very slightly, but I'm really coming in. And here's what I want you to see, if you can see this well, is when you come down, this nail actually comes to rest on the string below it. If you're new at this, probably what's happening is you're doing this. And you're having a hard time stopping it. Your thumb is sort of that stop. In other words, if your hand is stretched and you're catching the first string, if you move it in a little bit and keep that hand stiff, and when I say stiff, it's not really stiff, it's going to be loose, but you're going to hold it to that same distance here. Your thumb will actually stop that. And you want to catch just that second string. So this may take some time. If you need to, I would shut off this video and make sure that you can catch just that second string. And again, your nail will come to rest on the string below it. All right, let's go to your third string. Same thing. Let that thumb be the stop. Make sure you're always cocking it. That's key. Then the fourth string. So for your first lesson, I want you to do an exercise where you're just going up and down the strings. And what you want is a very, very clean sound. And notice, because this is actually very hard, because if somebody's not watching you and correcting you, it's so easy to make mistakes. You don't want to leave your thumb down and do this. All right, that thumb has to come up every time. So it might be good to have somebody watch you, and I'm going to make you an offer. If you're watching this video and you just want a checkup to make sure you're doing it right, I will gladly Skype with you for a few minutes and we can go over some things, because you need this first step. And once you have this first step down, it's really not that difficult. But what I have noticed in teaching is that I can teach 10 different people and they have 10 different issues with the clawhammer style. And it's not a hard style, it's just everybody sees it a little bit different and has a different issue with it. So I'm offering that. If you're watching this video, comment below and we can set something up if you're having an issue, or if you just want to double check and make sure you're doing it right. But make sure that thumb comes off. When I was learning, this right here was the most difficult part, because I couldn't control that finger. It kept brushing on all the strings and not having a clean sound. Alright, so that's your first lesson. I hope that has helped. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you for the next lesson.